Hello, welcome in. Good evening, everybody. I did start a few minutes early. I was informed I have to go to the store, so we are going to start a little early. There's been an update in Maddie Soto's case. We have charges that were filed, additional charges that are filed against Stephen Stearns. Mecky's already got our trigger warning up here. Make sure you guys hit the like button, jingle that bell, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please and thank you. It helps get the channel out into the algorithm. So I'm going to start off with showing Maddie's beautiful face, just so we know why we're here. Thank you for coming in, Rebel. So I am, as many of you guys know, I am a local, and I did go in honor of our community and plant flowers for Madeline. And beautiful flowers. So I want to make sure that I share any updates that we may have that are coming through on Madeline's case today. So we'll just kind of give everybody a chance to come in. Those of y'all that are aware of Madeline's case, 13 years old, was missing, was reported missing, and then found in St. Cloud off of Hickory Tree Road in St. Cloud. If you haven't checked out the video of the flower planting, make sure you guys check that out, because we drove the route. We went to the school. We left across at our school. And then we drove the route from the school to the church, from the church to the condo, from the condo to the spot where Maddie was found. So I'm going to start out with the article from Kissimmee, city of Kissimmee since 1883. 60 new charges filed against Stephen Stearns. This is a city of Kissimmee Police Department news release. This was released today, March 12th, 2024. Has the release number and the case number on here. 60 new charges filed against Stephen Stearns, Kissimmee, Florida. The state's attorney's office for the 9th Judicial Circuit Court, or Circuit, Judicial Circuit, has filed 60 new criminal charges against Stephen Stearns, date of birth 4/25/1986, the man associated with the Madeline Soto case. Shortly after Madeline Soto's disappearance, several disturbing images and videos were found on Stephen Stearns' phone. The City of Kissimmee Police Department quickly arrested Stearns, who remains in custody with the Osceola County Department of Corrections with no bond. The investigation revealed more images and videos depicting criminal acts. The Kissimmee Police Department provided the evidence to the state's attorney's office, which found cause to file the following charges: 8 counts of sexual battery on a child under 12, 5 counts of sexual battery with a child 12 to age 18, 7 counts of lewd and lascivious, sorry for my pronunciation, molestation, 40 counts of unlawful possession of materials depicting sexual performance by a child, 10 or more images. We appreciate the efforts and our partners of the state's attorney's office in assisting with seeking justice for Madeline, says Kissimmee's Chief Police Betty Holland. With this complex case with many facts, our work is not done. We are continuing our investigation into the timeline leading up to Madeline's death. It says to learn more about the City of Kissimmee Police Department, visit their website. Their website's located on the bottom of this document. Okay. Well, that's really small. Let's take that off of there like that. So sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize that was tiny. was very tiny. Okay, so that's this. So then we are going to share this tab instead. Let me double check, make sure you guys can see it. It's really small. Let me see if I can do it like this. It's not going to be much better, but we'll make it full screen. Okay, so this is the state of Florida versus Stearns Stephen Michael. The judge is Keith Karsten. Count type is felony. Clerk file date was February 29th. The status date, February 29th. Kissimmee Police Department. Says the defendant is Stephen Stearns. And the plaintiff is the state of Florida. He does have a public defender. So we're aware that he was given a public defender. That came out a couple of days ago. So we have 8 charges that are listed as sexual battery on a child under 12. There are an additional 5 charges of sexual battery with a child 12 to 18, familial or custodial authority. Then we have the 7 charges of lewd molestation. And the rest of these guys are all, and this is more than 10. So these are all of the unlawful possession of materials depicting sexual performance by a child, 10 or more images. Look how many files there are. It just keeps going. It's all of them. That's crazy. Fucking monster. Straight monster. Okay, these are the events. On 4/2/2024, we'll see an arraignment. 3/2/2024 was the weekend initial appearance where we know that he did not show. This event shows as held. He will be in courtroom 4F as in Frank under Honorable Judge Keith Karsten. So this is the filing fees. We're not really going to discuss those. And then if you look down here on the second page, arraignment scheduled, notice sent. And let's see, that one denied me. These take a minute to open. Hopefully, if they're going to open, they take forever. I'm assuming because it's a secured site. Oh, I'm going to wait for that to load. Close out some of these other tabs. Is it going to load for us? Let's see if I can't. Close it out. Try to open it again. So each little piece of paper has got documents inside of them. So when you see court documents and they have hundreds of pages of these court documents, that's what this is. That's what I'm trying to get to open here. Let me try another one. These will eventually load. So I'll pop back and check chat. It's kind of frustrating that they don't want to load. It may have sat here too long, so that could possibly be the reason it's not wanting to load for me. So I'm going to try a different one. It should be because I'm on StreamYard. Tell you what I'll do. I'll open a fresh tab. And see if I can get them to open on a fresh tab, because I have had this open because I didn't want to have to open it once we went live. So this takes forever to load. So we're going to go back in here. I apologize about this. I guess while it is taking its time loading here, we are going to see. We're going to try it like this. I think I'd have this memorized as many times as I've looked it up today. Had all these open. I should have just went live on the Mac, guys. So I apologize for not being prepared, but I do appreciate your patience. It'll take just a moment to get this open. Well, it'll take a moment for me to find it and get it open. But hopefully this one will load the documents, because I had them open earlier and was looking at them. Okay, so we're going to do a search like that. Let that search, and actually what I can do is pull up a different screen while that's loading. So like I said, it's going to take forever to load. There we go. So let's see if we can get this one to load. Perfect. Okay. So that worked. Awesome. That's what I wanted it to do. It was where it's set open for too long is what it is. It didn't want to open the document for me. So we're going to share this tab instead. This is the Circuit Court 9th Judicial. This is a sentencing guideline sheet prepared by plea conference. I certify that the copy has been sent. And it just talks about if you have a disability. So this is the first document that's in there. So the second document so when they sit open too long, apparently it locks down the thing. So we're going to share this one. It's going to take just a moment for it to load. This is a really sad case, and I know there's a lot of speculation going on, and it's really sad. So I'm going to share this one instead. This is the filing. These are all the charges. There is 36 pages just in this document. And this is a breakdown of what we saw on the first page. So in the name and authority by the state of Florida, Andrew Asher Bain, the state attorney of the Ninth Judicial Circuit, prosecuting for the state of Florida, Osceola County, and through the undersigned designated assistant state's attorney, the charges that Stephen Michael Stearns, a person 18 years of age or older, on or about the 19th day of June 2019 in said county and state, did violate the Florida statute and commit a sexual battery upon a female identified, and it's redacted, as a person less than 12 years of age. And in furtherance thereof, Stephen Michael Stearns, we know what he did there. You guys can read it on screen. Can make it a little better. Andrew Basher, this is count 2, state attorney, 9th Judicial Circuit, prosecuting for the state of Florida and Osceola County by throughout the understanding designated assistant state attorney with charges Stephen Michael Stearns, a person 18 years or older, on or about the second day of July 2019. Did I read that first one wrong? Nope. July 2019. In a county and state did violate the Florida statute and commit sexual battery upon a female, a person less than 12 years of age. And here it's on screen. You guys can read that because YouTube will probably take down the video if I read this in detail. The third count on the 12th day of July. So you guys, was June, the second day of July. Now we're on the 12th day of July in 2019. This is hard to read. Committed sexual battery upon a female identified as redacted, a person less than 12 years of age. Furtherance, therefore, Stephen Michael Stearns, with his member, penetrated or had union with the organs of a female identified redacted. Count 4, July 22nd, 2022. So you guys, we went from 2019 to 2022. And the county and state did violate Florida statute, commit sexual battery upon a female as redacted, person less than 12 years of age. Furtherance thereof, Stephen Michael Stearns penetrated with his member the female mouth of a female. July 29th, 2022. Person of less than 12 years of age, same charge. That's count 5. Count 6. These all pretty much say the same thing. So I'm not going to read these verbatim out of respect. I think just the dates are what's significant in this. August 2nd, 2022. Count 6. Same charge. Count 7, August 2nd, 2022. Stephen Michael Stearns, with his member, penetrated a female. And we'll just use code words, the back door. Channel 8, or count 8. Stephen Stearns penetrated his member mouth again. Count 9. The 14th day of June, 2023. That's the same charge. 19th day of June, 2023. Same charge. 23rd day of June, 2023. Stephen Michael Stearns used his member to penetrate a female in her private area. Count 12. Same charge of the mouth. Count 13, June 29th, 2023. He used his hands to violate her. Count 14. This is where we get into the lewd. It says a person of 18 or older on the 19th day of June 2019 in violation of the Florida statute intentionally did force or entice a female, redacted, a person less than 12 years old. This is a lewd act. 12th day of July, 2019, lewd act. Count 16, this is a lewd act as well. And he used his tongue on her personal chest area. And I'm not going to read this verbatim because it's just disgusting. This is horrible. So now we're at the 31st day of July of 2022. Person less than 12 years of age, lewd manner, used his hands on her behind. 25th day of July, 2022. He used his member, touching her personal parts through her clothing. It's another lewd act. Count 19. He used his member to violate her in her personal chest area. That was on the 2nd day of August of 2022. March 21st, 2022. Used his hands to violate her again in her personal area. Count 21. Between the 2nd day of July of 2019 and the 26th day of February 2024, did, in violation with the Florida statute, knowingly possess any photograph, motion picture exhibiting how representation, image, data, computer depiction, and other presentation in which a whole in part Stephen Michael Stearns knows and to include a sexual conduct by a child, and in doing so possess 10 or more images of form of child pornography, and a consent of at least one image contains one or more of the following: child who is younger than age of 5, sadomasochistic abuse involving a child, sexual battery involving a child. I haven't read this yet, guys. Bestiality involving a child, and a movie involving regardless of whether the movie contains sound. Okay, count 22 is the same charge. Count 23 is the same charge. 24, same charge. 25, the same charge. 26, the same charge. 27, the same charge. And if anybody's here, I can't see chat, so hopefully I have a mod in there that's managing chat for me. I appreciate everybody that's here. 28 and 29, both the same charge. Count 30, same charge. Count 31, same charge. 32, the same. 33, the same. 34, the same. 35, the same. 36, the same. 37 is the same charge. And these all read exactly like the first one I choked through. 38, 39, same charge. Count 40, same charge. Count 41, the same charge. 42, the same charge. 43, the same charge. 44, it's the same charge. 45, the same. 46, the same. 47, the same. 48, the same. 49 is the same charge. Count 50, the same charge. Count 51, the same charge. Count 52, the same charge. Count 53, the same charge. Count 54, the same charge. Count 55, the same charge. 56, the same charge. 57, the same. 58, the same. 59, the same. Count 60 is the same. That's the end of that one. I'm going to check back with chat. Let's see. Hi, Dandy. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Thor. Yeah, straight swine. Definitely poor Maddie. That is heartbreaking. There seems to be confusion as to whether he will get the DP because the law was not passed yet and committed some of the crimes. As long as she was under the age of 11, the law passed last year in June. I do believe it was last year in June. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll push for it. That's not far from here. I'm in Orlando at the moment visiting my daughter. Yeah, I live in Orlando, Thor, so this is rough, guys. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to read that verbatim. It's disgusting. Did you hear that? Yes, a child under 5. You heard that absolutely correctly. Hi, Carrie. Welcome in, honey. Yep, it just keeps getting worse. And I expected this. I expected it to get worse. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I just kind of had to take a breather from reading that. Okay, so let me go back here. This is the warrant. I believe we've all probably seen this one. Yeah, this is the same warrant that we've already all seen. I didn't share my tab, guys. Sorry. Let me pull that back up so I can share, just so you know. Oh, what's it doing? Sorry, guys. That really hit me hit me in the guts, I guess. Don't think I expected it to be that bad. But here's the arrest warrant that we've already seen, the black and white copy. I think I have the original copy somewhere. Why is it doing that? Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so then we're going to go into this one. I think this is going to be the same portions of the warrant that we've already seen. I opened up the wrong one, guys. Yeah, that's the one we've already seen. This is the second part of the warrant. No bond. This is the sexual battery of custodium, possession of controlled view depiction of a child. This is PD. Waived appearance, no context with family member. It's just sick. It's absolutely sick. Okay, this is the same document. Okay. This one says a warrant and arrest booking file wanted person. So this is the actual the file report. So let me switch screens and I'll share this one with you guys. I think this one's the one that's not working, so we're going to close it. I don't know why it keeps throwing my screen down, guys. I apologize. Usually a lot more organized than this, but it keeps tossing my screen off, which is kind of frustrating. So this is Osceola County Uniform Charging Affidavit. Has his address on there, which we've been to the condo. Osceola County has the charges on here. Redacted his social security number. So this is where he was in Orange County Corrections, and they transported him to Osceola. This one's the same thing. Okay, this is first appearance held to commit order, out of county warrant. Original bond, none. Stayed, out of county warrant. This is just the documentation on his first appearance. But the reason why I want to show these documents is because a lot of people don't realize that anything that has a green piece of paper beside it, these are documents inside of these. So I'm just kind of looking down through here just to see. Yeah, this just says he has no assets, indigent status. So this is where they would have used that document to determine whether or not he was going to get a public defender. This one is showing active felony warrant, reference to sexual battery, under 12 years old, familiar, total bond, none. So these are just case notes of the same thing that we've already looked at. This is an arrest affidavit, which most of us have already seen the arrest affidavit. Case open. This is the warrant again. This is when the warrant was updated. This is the less redacted version. This is the transportation worksheet. So this is where they changed him from the Orlando jail to Kissimmee. When they transported him, it cost $54.60. This one is his application for a public defender. We've already looked at that, and it must have been a change made to it because this is the second form of the document. And this one's the same affidavit, but this one is not redacted at all, other than his social security number. And a lot of us have already seen that document as well. So that's everything that's on here. But just in case you guys find your way to this website, if you want these documents, if you mod for another channel or something like that, and you want to be able to get these documents to your creator, make sure you tell them that anything that has a piece of paper beside it is a document that's held in there. The number of the documents will be on the side. Once you view it, a little eyeball will pop up. So you'll be able to see what's in there. I'm going to go through chat. Carrie says, oh boy, maybe more. Yeah, it's very possible. Hi, Karen. Welcome in, honey. Thank you for coming in, Karen. There's Dandy. Mecky was in here earlier. Everybody's saying just April. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. It is a lot. I just went through 36 pages. I don't know if you were here yet or not, Karen. But I think that was the 36 pages of the most disturbing thing I've seen throughout everything with this case. Everybody's saying hello to April. We have a great community over here. If you're not already sub, make sure you guys sub and hit that bell. You don't want to miss a live because I do randomly go live. This one is heavy. That poor baby suffered for years. She did for years. And this is what a lot of us speculated on is how long did this happen? How long did this take place? Well, this guy's a sicko, clearly. So you're welcome. Thank you for coming in, April. I appreciate it. There's Far. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Absolutely. Thanks for being here. If you guys know a missing person or a family that needs a flyer, please email me. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm also on Facebook, but I don't check my Facebook very often. So there's Far. Far's doing the cats. See, just April says, I can't believe it's been this long and no one charged yet. See, and that just my opinion. I'm not a lawyer by any means, and I'm not giving any kind of legal advice, but I'm going to say this is a fluid investigation. And I'm sure they are taking their time and looking at every little piece of information that they have, every phone, every tablet, every computer. And, there's a lot of data that goes into that and being able to track, ping locations and things like that. But I do honestly believe we're going to see more charges. You don't have a monster of this level living in your home and not know it. Everybody's saying hi to Far. So what I read was from the Osceola clerk, and it just, this is just heartbreaking, disgusting. Like, I'm not even sure how to feel about what I just read. And guys, this is a true crime channel, so I don't drop a bunch of trigger warnings or anything like that. So make sure you use self-care throughout this live. Absolutely make sure you use self-care. I don't want anybody upset, but you guys have to remember that, this is a true crime channel. And this is what I do. We're going to look at the ugly, the nasty, the creepy, and the horrible. Because if you're going to be a voice for the voiceless, you can't pick and choose through cases. That's just not how that works. I know a lot of channels do throw up trigger warnings, but this case is close to my heart. And if you guys know that normally I don't struggle with reading documents, but I believe that was the hardest document I've ever read through. If you guys are interested, the link is in Discord. Beware reading it. And I did not read it verbatim out of respect for Maddie because it was absolutely just disgusting. If you see something, say something. Like Thor says here, correct. One day it could save a child for someone to speak up. And I'm going to say, if you have somebody in your family or you are someone that is being touched, abused, exploited, molested, speak up. If you have a child that's being abused and you are listening to the sound of my voice, the shame that you think is going to be brought down upon your family is nothing compared to what happens when this is let go. Nobody says anything, and a 13-year-old child ends up dead in a field. So you have that. After reading this document and knowing what I've seen and heard in this case, I'm not pointing fingers, but I'm just saying that if your child is being put through that, where the hell were you at? Where were you at? I work 40 hours a week. I've grown children. I can tell you where both of them are at right now. My cup runneth over. But I can tell you where my grown kids are and my grandbaby. Yes, Karen, you can. I'll send you the Discord link through Twitter. Just as soon as I'm done with this live, honey, I'll grab the link and send it to you. It's under Florida cases in the Discord link. Well, I guess I can do it now that I'm sitting here ranting. But you know, I'm appalled. I'm floored. I'm disgusted. I don't even know. And like, I'm really, really gonna try to make it to the sickos trial. And we know trials take time, so I don't have any idea or clue when it will be. But I'm gonna try my damnedest to be in that courtroom. Because I feel like I should be there. I sent you the link through Twitter, Karen, to join the Discord. And if you have trouble with that, the link to get to the documents, just let me know and I'll give you the pathway how to get to them. Because it was acting really crazy earlier. So I'll send you this so you'll have this. Because I know Karen mods for some really good creators. She mods for Chris and the Mob Crew and a couple of other really good creators. So I want to make sure that if I can do my due diligence and share these links. But you'll still want to join our Discord because you never know what you're going to see in there. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's serious. You're welcome, honey. Thank you for all you do. And we did thank you. The flowers were beautiful. I apologize for the but you know, I'm gonna this is gonna be kind of light in the mood. If you guys are on Twitter and you're in spaces or you listen to spaces, Vern does some amazing spaces. So he did a space the other night and I got on there and I may or may not have got on my soapbox and ranted for a good 30 minutes. And he had somebody that he was having problems with on Twitter. It happens on social media. I don't care if you're on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. You're gonna have your people that don't agree with what you're saying, and sometimes feelings get hurt, it cuts deep, and people get irritated, and then it turns into a whole thing. So he had posted on Twitter that he didn't care if you called him a plumber or an advocate. So Mr. Sunshine was filming while I was planting the flowers, and I messaged Vern and I told him, I said, oh, when I was editing the video, I realized I had to put emojis over my back half because he waited till we were almost done with both flowers to tell me that I was exposing my hind end, well, the top part of it, to Old Hickory Tree Road, which is a highway, a very well traveled highway. So I was a plumber and an advocate Sunday. Yeah, it was. You're not very good at Discord. Okay, that's fine, honey. I sent you all the links privately. Like I said, if you want to join the Discord and you take some time to get used to it. Ours, we've got fishing, we've got music, we have some really good information. I've got several different tabs in there that I use. Yeah, it was quite funny. I was a plumber and an advocate all at the same time. I sent that to Vern. He got a kick out of it. Yeah, Mr. Sunshine could have seen something and said something, but he waited till the last minute to say something. And I was like, dude, there's been cars honking. I thought they were just doing it out of support. Nope, apparently they were letting me know that my moon was shining about half crescent. But for those of y'all that are here in the live that haven't seen the video that we did take when we took Maddie's flowers up there, I'll go ahead and play that on screen. And this was definitely not for any other purpose than to bring Madeline's memory into my heart and never let it come out of my heart. So I'm going to pull up the footage and we're going to start out at Madeline's school. And we are going to leave across. I got her here at her school. There's the school sign. And this is the memorial that is at her school. And this is for Madeline Soto. Oh, it's so pretty. So I think I'm just gonna kind of set it right here. So that's the cross for me and think tank for Madeline. It's a pretty tree. And the school is closed, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time hanging out at the school. But that's
Thank you, love.
the memorial that is set up here at Madeline Soto School, Hunters Creek Middle School in Orlando.
This quarter moon at
Leaving
least.
to Madeline School.
I'm glad you guys are being so cool about it. I told my oldest son, I said, I might just hear about it. I said, oh, that'll be great. Take a bunch of hate on the tubes due to my crescent moon there. It was definitely not out of disrespect. I'm just getting thick. What I do for a living is not very active.
Here's the cross. So
This is the school.
preschool.
We're going to come up on the school here just to show the distance between. Took us about 45 seconds, I guess, to a minute to get from the school to this church. And it's a big piece of property. This was our Sunday for Madeline. We spent most of the day driving around. Oh, she's one of the most kind, genuine people. Thank you so much, Thor. What you would be willing to do for advocacy, right?
A minute
Oh, thank you so much, Dandy. You're awesome.
to get to the church from the school. So this
Thank
is
you,
where
guys.
he dropped her off at and watched her walk towards the school.
Yep. So we're going to drive around the front side.
There's the interstate.
And I showed the interstate, and on the other side of the interstate is where her school is. Well, I call it the interstate. I think it's actually the highway that's right there. Either way, it's a busy road.
I'm not sure if that's a business.
He said they were apartments.
Mr. Sunshine is saying. So,
and this is the medium.
and the medium that we saw in the license plate reader, this is not the medium. This medium has trees all the way down.
So I was wondering if he drove by the school to make it look, to have his car.
We're turning out from the school. What time is
Seen.
it? Or the church, rather. What time is it? 2:11. It's 2:11.
In the area.
The Venetian Bay
So we did go
Village and
back to the condos, and he was, and you guys will see him. There's a security guard standing there, and he was eyeballing us.
Get in, so it's guarded. But this is the condos.
He had his eyes on us. Don't think for a second he didn't. He was watching us.
So we're not getting in because there's a guard, and I don't live here. So we tried again.
I was gonna try to follow a car in, but there's a guard. I was gonna try to follow a car in, but there's a guard, so there ain't no getting in that one.
They've got it guarded to probably keep people from coming in and getting footage of the condo. It is still an open investigation, so we're gonna respect that. Here's the abandoned house where I said she's 2 miles back in the woods that way. Now we're gonna see this road is going to curve around.
You know what, Karen? I didn't even think about that. But the next time we go down, I can check and see if I can. It looks pretty private as well, as long as there's not a guard. Danny said, I'm hearing rumors that Jen dressing Madeline as staging the drop-off at the church, if that's true. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised.
I work all week, so I miss a lot of updates and stuff like that. I do periodically check Twitter, and then I do. I am in and out of Discord during the week. So if it's not something that just runs across my feed, then I generally don't see it. But yes, Karen, we are going to go back because Dandy, you guys will see in just a few moments, Dandy requested bulbs to be taken up there. So it would be flowers that would grow every summer. These grow every late summer. They attract butterflies and hummingbirds. So I'll definitely check to see if I can get in there. Yeah, I agree, Far. Nothing surprises me, especially in this case. Absolutely nothing. So this is a long road. It's 6 minutes. Yeah, I broke my dash little mount thingy. So it was 6 minutes from the dilapidated house that they had where the police were posted at, where you saw most of the helicopter footage from. And that's where I stopped at the first time. And I pointed that she was 2 miles back in the woods that way. And I know you guys couldn't see my finger because my camera was pointed the other way, but we didn't want to go all the way around that day because we had the baby with us. I mean, if you've seen the first video, she's in the back seat. She's not a baby. I just call her the baby. She's the youngest. And I just didn't feel comfortable keeping her in the car any longer. She was kind of getting restless. So we chose not to stay down there any longer. It was kind of frustrating because I really wanted to do all this in one trip. But then again, the night that we were here and I had the thought about taking flowers down there and actually planting native flowers, I think everything happens for a reason. So I'm glad that I was able to go back and plant the flowers and actually spend time at her memorial. I said a few words privately that are not on camera. So it was very heavy on the heart. Very, very heavy on the heart being there. But if you're somewhere, there's an alligator lake. Yeah, you couldn't see the lake from the road. I looked for it on the way back too. So if as an advocate, I know that some of us can't get out and do boots on the ground, but if you share posters, share flyers, engage with empathy, do what you're supposed to do. Don't harass families. Don't speculate. Don't cause more drama in cases that are just horrible enough as it is. I respect you. If you're a good creator that's here for the right reasons, then I respect you. If you're going live and you're putting speculation and lies in your title, you should find a day job and get the hell away from these cases. See, I said the same thing, Karen. I wonder what he was thinking putting her so close to the road just behind that little bit of trees. See, and what I wonder is if he got scared, because this is a busy road. This is a busy road, guys. We had cars behind us. And you can see the cars that are coming by. So I almost wonder if he got spooked. 270, 2 windows down, 70 miles an hour AC. And I hate to say this, but I almost wonder if he was looking for a place to park or stage the flat tire. Cause a flat tire. I don't know. And take her back there and put her in that lake. I almost wonder that. Like, I can't help but wonder that. Like, it sets in the back of my mind. You can see this place, this business. Yeah, definitely not the smartest bulb in the box. Right ahead, there's like wooded definitely areas. Not. I mean, there's wooded areas all back through here. Versus, I think it's where he had the flat tire, had to take her out. See, and I almost wonder if he got spooked and he was headed for that lake, because if you look at it from Google Maps, that lake's not far from where she was found. Right, and keep the videos and the photos. We'll see, with these sickos like this, Karen, those are trophies. Those are trophies. And they share them like trading cards in the rings and the sickos. Because monsters like this find each other. That's what they do. And nothing I'm saying here for anybody that's new is meant to be disrespectful. Speak the truth. Yeah, you'll hear me say there's a car behind us. Because the cars, we couldn't catch a break without a car behind us.
It's been raining where we are, so hopefully it's not been raining a lot this year.
We're almost there, guys. See, I thought the flat tire was at the White House. I was under the impression that that's where the flat tire happened. Okay, honey, you're good. Thank you for listening. Hello, Karen Canada. How are you, honey? Yeah, see, there was some people that were already there. It would look like a mother and daughter, possibly. It was an older female and you think they put it on the dark web? Probably.
There's the hay bales.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
The little
at all.
wooded area that she was found in. And this is the memorial. Wow, so beautiful. Oh, beautiful little angel. Wow, people have really been just like bringing out some beautiful stuff. Oh wow.
Yeah, Karen Canada. Today is horrible update. Just disgusting. 60 charges is what he's charged. He's been charged with today.
Very pretty. Very, very pretty.
And they range from photographs, videos, actual physical acts. The photographs and videos, some of them depict a child under the age of 5.
Another sign that says, Maddie, rest in peace, sweet angel.
I don't think so.
We will never forget you.
I don't think so. It's possible it was St. Cloud, but Karen asked, do you think that there's any connection to Santa and Son? I don't think there was, unless they were, like I said, in these little groups that they get in to share their photos and stuff. But Homeland Security was there on that case, and we didn't see Homeland Security, or I didn't hear about Homeland Security, and I've been watching this pretty close, involved with Madeline.
Mess with anybody else's stuff?
Homeland Security usually gets involved when it's a missing child.
In between the
And I'm just speculating on that's the reason that they were there. I'm just saying that in the past, I've seen them get involved with the missing child.
Down there, guys?
Yeah, there was a balloon, and I could not leave that balloon laying down there like that.
I want you to hold this.
So I handed Mr. Sunshine the camera, set my little handy dandy buckets down right across borders and stuff. Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So with the Santa and Son thing, I almost wonder if it was like more of a human trafficking kind of situation. And that's just me speculating. I haven't heard a whole lot of details on it. It was a really nice neighborhood. And I know the lady that I saw that got interviewed said that this guy was really friendly with all the neighborhood kids. And, red flag. Anytime there's some older man that's inviting your kids in, calling himself Santa, and playing games with your kids. I wish I could remember the name of the movie. It's the little boy that was in the movie's name was Oleg. Maybe if somebody can remember that movie. And I cannot think of the name of that movie to save my soul. But these people, it was a couple, and they had a room in their house that had like plastic floors, and it was a boy and girl that were there. I think they had adopted them. I can't remember the name of that movie. It's Scared something. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. But the little boy's name was Oleg. Let me see if I can find it.
That naturally grow here in Florida. native to Florida. So first, Dandy Lioness asked for bulbs.
That's going to drive me nuts. I'll have to remember what the name of that movie is.
I'm not going to use all the bulbs here because
Here we go.
we have a really
That's
big
what the name
flower
of it
garden in
is.
the house. And I'm going to some flowers at the house.
I think.
These will grow late summer.
Yep, I found the name of the movie. So after this, I'll show you guys. Yes, Running Scared. Yes. At the end of the movie, she calls 911. He finds the pill bottle in the medicine cabinet. If you haven't seen Running Scared, brace yourself and watch that movie. It's worth it. Thank you guys. I had to Google it. It's 2006. Been a lot happened since 2006. But that is a phenomenal movie if you have the gut for this kind of stuff.
That's good, baby. Then put some water on it.
My best because I'm not a gardener. I grew cactuses.
I used to be a landscaper. Don't worry, I got it covered.
Yeah, he was a landscaper. He's proud of that.
Good.
I thought he was trying to. So I censored it out, guys. Did my best I could. You guys wouldn't have to look at my crescent moon there. I do apologize about that. It was not meant in disrespect.
Just leave them in the pot.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave any plastic out here. I want to plant these.
You have to dig real deep on that.
The ground is a lot rougher.
Yeah, it's gonna take you a minute if you do that way.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
That was the whole point of getting native flowers.
There wasn't no rushing me. You were trying to rush me. I didn't care how long it took. I don't care if I had to sit there for an hour and dig in that hard dirt.
Here you go.
Okay, guys. So the first plant's going in the hole here, and I'm no gardener, so don't judge my hole. It's all in love and respect. So.
Not so bad.
All right, so let's pick all these roots out of here.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, fill that even around.
They kind of reminded me of dandies. The baby picked those out, guys. And what was so cool about all the flowers that we found for Madeline, they were all, we went to a huge nursery.
They're a pretty little girl.
And all of the flowers that we picked out for her were the only ones.
All right, throw a little water on it.
That were
around the circle around it,
flower.
and then put some on the middle.
So I stopped and got bottled water.
There you go.
Because I forgot to bring water from the house. So they got good water too.
So we got the bulbs right there. We got that plant there, and we'll put one next to it.
And he's on a cane,
it's a
guys.
beautiful field. We got a lot of cows on the pasture there. The road.
For all my environmental people, you see the balloon was gone. I hung it back on the fence. I couldn't bring myself to leave the balloon there. There you guys go. I censored my crescent moon for y'all. Okay, guys, so here's our second flower. You guys can see that. I'm going to cover it up. Okay, guys, so there's Madeline's flowers from the think tank, RQ, Dandy, all the subs, all the mods, Shauna, Frankie, myself, Mecky, everybody. There's our flowers that we have planted here for Madeline Soto. And I'll take one walk back down the fence line here. Rest in peace, Angel. Just beautiful, beautiful community. All the beautiful flowers, stuffed animals. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that, guys. Just amazing. There we go. There's some more. Mind the monsters, y'all. Sunshine. Be sunshines. Thank you for your support, as always. Remember, it takes a village to raise a child. If you see something, say something. And never give up. Okay, so that was our trip to plant Maddie's flowers. Yes, running scared. Thank you guys. Karen, you just found it. Brace yourself because it's a heck of a movie. Did you like my editing there, my censorship? Beautiful flowers. Thank you. We did. We tried. We tried to get the prettiest ones that were there. Hard dig. Appreciate your effort. Oh, you're so welcome, honey. I appreciate everything you guys do. Thor is awesome. Thank you, Thor, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I just wanted to bring you guys the update on his file, his charges that were filed today. And I'm sorry I couldn't read them verbatim. I just can't stomach reading those charges out loud. I just can't do it. But if you are interested in the links, like I said, if you're a member in Discord, they're in Discord. If you have trouble navigating to how to find the documents that I showed earlier in the live, please just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to navigate you through how to get to those documents that we looked at. And just remember that if it has a green piece of paper beside it, there's documents that are enclosed in that link or line item. So 60 charges, some of which were hard to stomach, some of which that are very hard to read. And out of respect for Madeline, I'm not going to read them verbatim on my channel. I'm sure some creators will, but I'm not that creator. But guys, I'm got to run to the store. I did want to bring this to you guys and make sure that we're staying on top of any updates that come out about Madeline. So thank you so much for being here. As always, if you see something, say something. Never give up. Remember, you could save the life of a child. These exploiting children lives with those children their whole entire life. It's not something that you heal from. It's something that you wake up at night screaming with terror because you'll never forget what was done to you. As always, we share our babies are missing. Remember your flyer that you share, maybe the flyer that helps bring a missing person home to their family. If you see something and you say something, you could save the life of a child, an adult, or someone in need. But much love, guys. Thank you all for being here. Have a great rest of your night.